Howdy. So you've been following along with my Instagram. You've probably seen this most recent purchase already been featured, but this is my 1996 Volvo 960 wagon. Pretty much the last of the true rear-wheel drive Volvo brick wagons. I know a lot of people throw the 850 in and out of there, but that's that's a front-wheel drive platform. Completely redesigned. This was pretty much the last rendition of the 960, 940 original brick design that kind of brought this Swedish manufacturer kind of into the mainstream and had a lot of success in the States. This was not a planned purchase. I've kind of always wanted one of these. I like my V50. But it's a little bit boring. I kind of missed having rear-wheel drive and something that was a little bit more of an interesting daily driver, and I think this kind of hits the nail on the head. This one in particular is pretty, it's really struck my attention because it is a 96. I think they stopped making them in 96, 97, so it's pretty much the last year of this platform. It probably lasted over 15, 20 years of production when they started with the 40 after the 240. And this has been the most, I guess, upgraded version of it. I'll take you through the inside and everything. So again, there's a lot of crossover between this and I believe the 850 platform and layout. Seat controls and everything were pretty much carried over. You see a lot of 740 carryovers with the e-brake. Shifter. You've got an 850 style dashboard. That's pretty much all the same. And then again, the switchgear and stuff's interchangeable and whatnot. But this one's, I found it very interesting, and we'll continue to walk through it. All right, what's the highlights of this one? Straight six. So this is a 2.9 liter straight six. This one's fairly clean. It's got 134,000 miles, runs great, newer battery, recent oil change, the transmission's been replaced. AC works, heat works, got a couple little things to mess around with, try to get back up and running. But other than that, it's fairly clean and it runs very well. But I haven't put up a lift yet to see exactly what I'm working with here, but that's the stats so far. Where the 960 differs from the 740s, it's not a 2.3 straight four. Like I said, this is a 2.9 liter six cylinder. Also, the 960 sedan and wagons came equipped with, again, the rear wheel drive with the independent rear suspension. That'll kind of help with handling and ride comfort. So again, these things weren't known for handling by any means, but it's a little bit less truck-like than the older predecessors of it. Again, this one's in fairly good condition. I'll walk you through the inside a little bit. I pulled the mats out of the V70 and threw them in here, and they actually fit up nice. The seats work, radio works. Unfortunately, the cup holder is not fully functional on this one, so that's something I'm gonna have to work on. OBD port reader needs to be pulled out. Rear seats are in decent condition. They need to be cleaned. I'm pretty sure I already had this last, used it as a kind of a work truck because the back seats are pretty dirty. But a lot of interesting, quirky features with these. And most of these old Volvos have them, is this third child seat in the middle. Again, Volvo is obviously always known for their safety and ergonomics, and you can see where that all translates in this model as well. Headliner is not sagging, but again, lots of the old throwback lighting switchgear from the 740s and 760s. And this one also has, amazingly or not, the third row seating right there. So that is functional. Again, it's pretty dirty. I put this mat over to kind of cover it up until I get better cleaning for everything. But again, it's a pretty solid wagon. I'm a fan. Fairly rust free underneath. I don't see any major issues. I got newer Michelin tires, date stamp 17. And yeah, other than that, I'm probably going to put brakes and rotors on this. These are notorious for going through rotors and pads. Again, heavy vehicle. So I've got a little bit of vibration there. So other than that, I think we're good to go. But yeah, I'm probably going to keep this one. I'll probably be doing some update videos on it. And hopefully this is something that people find interesting. And again, if I keep it for my daily, I'll do some pros and cons once I put some miles on it. So yeah, Volvo 960. All right, so 960 driving dynamics. You know, it drives, I would say, heavy. You know, it's got a good steering feel. It definitely drives like a larger vehicle. I don't know if you've ever driven a 740 or 760 or any of the rear-wheel drive Volvos. They definitely have a weighted feel. This one probably needs front struts, so that definitely plays a factor into it. Other than that, you know, the brake pedal's good, the power's good, it's got decent torque. And everything, you know, it actually has pretty good pickup for what it is. You see a little bit of vibration in the steering wheel there from the warped rotors, I believe, that I have on this. But other than that, it's pleasant. You know, it's very comparable to the 300 T that we had, the Mercedes wagon. You know, it's a very similar setup, but just kind of Volvo's edition of it. And yeah, you know, a lot of creature comforts, a lot of features here, but overall it's an interesting package. You know, you can tell it's kind of like a 95 Range Rover Classic. It's a very outdated but very updated platform, and you can see where they tried to, you know, make things modern using, you know, materials and technology that wasn't, I guess, supposed to or engineered initially to go into this design. But no, it's a handsome design. It works, and ergonomically it's functional. You've got the different driving modes here. Sport just probably messes with the shift points and whatnot. But other than that, it's all Volvo. It's all user friendly, and you know, it's all functional, which is what these things are meant to do.